What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School. What's wrong? という表現が結構有名ですよね。知らない人いないぐらい有名だと思います。実は今回のテーマは視聴者さんからのリクエストです。イサオさん、ありがとうございます。He kindly commented, If you get a chance, could you take up what's wrong versus what's wrong with you? Such a great question. What's wrong の話に戻りまして、使い方3つを解説しますね。What's wrong イコールどうしたのだけじゃないですよ。いろいろありますからね。So now I'm going to switch over to English. Hey, what's wrong with that? It's an English lesson after all. Here is the lesson lineup. Part 1, the basic meaning. First, I'm going to talk about the most well-known way to use what's wrong. This is when something has happened and we want to find out why. As I touched on before, it means どうしたの in Japanese. Imagine you see your friend looking upset. You want to find out what happened to try and help out. You know, to be nice. In this case, you use the very simple, what's wrong? Oh no! No, you've got to be kidding me! What's wrong? All my data is gone. I forgot to save it and the computer just went all crazy. Oh well, I guess it's just one of those days. In this particular case, we can also use these phrases. What happened? What's going on? What's the matter? What's up? They all pretty much mean the same thing as what's wrong. An extra little bonus point for you. If you want to add extra emphasis, you can say, what on earth is wrong? Just by adding on earth, it completely changes the way it sounds.
いらっしゃいませ。Ah, Mrs. Suzuki, I haven't seen you in here for a while. I thought you'd changed supermarkets or something. You did. You're going to the new supermarket just down the road. Fresher fruit and vegetables, you say? What's wrong with ours? These oranges were freshly picked in China 2 months ago. And how is your husband, Mr. Suzuki? Don't cry. What's wrong? You got divorced. Oh, he ran away with another woman, a younger woman. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well, you have yourself a nice day. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. What's wrong with me? I always say the wrong thing. I always put my foot in it. いらっしゃいませ。
Part 2, what's wrong with you? By adding with you to this expression, it changes it completely. Also, depending on how you use it, it can be used in 2 ways. The first way is by saying it in a kind way. It's like the basic meaning of どうしたの? What's wrong with you? You can softly stress the word wrong. What's wrong with you? Or you can gently stress the word you. What's wrong with you? Both sound kind and caring. If you say it differently, it can make you sound angry and upset. if you stress the word wrong more strongly. What's wrong with you? あんた何考えてるの？頭おかしいだろ？ It really shakes things up, right? What's wrong with you? You've changed. You can also add extra effect by changing what's to what is. What is wrong with you? It reminds me of when my mum used to get angry with me and she would use my full name. So instead of saying, Scott, clean up your room, she would say, Scott Drummond, clean up your room. Mothers are the same all over the world, but we still love them, right?
I've got a wife and 12 kids. Yes, that's the way we do it around here. Yes, nothing much else to do in the evening, if you know what I mean. Yes. What's wrong with having 12 kids? Of course, we have more mouths to feed, but the fun that we have. One of my sons, he refuses to fight in this battle. I said to him, "What is wrong with you?" You know what he said? He said, "Oh, Dad, I want to become a musician." Can you believe that? What is wrong with him?
Part 3, what's wrong with plus an ing verb. So this is another really useful way of using what's wrong that I hardly ever hear my students using. Here is the grammar structure. What's wrong with plus ing verb. What's wrong with eating donuts before bed? In Japanese, you would say something like, Nani nani no, nani ga warui no? Nani nani wa, nande dame nano? Nani nani shite mo, ii n janai no? Ii n janai no? Actually, you can use an ing verb or a noun. Let's take a look at a few examples. First, with an ing verb. What's wrong with being single? It's my life. What's wrong with staying home all day on Sundays and watching TV? What's wrong with having a few beers now and again? You can also use it in the negative way, not plus ing. What's wrong with not being on social media? What's wrong with not being able to speak English?
Ciao.
What's wrong with not liking vegetables? Let's look at using it with a noun. What's wrong with second-hand vintage clothes? They're cool. What's wrong with tattoos? It doesn't mean you're a bad person. What's wrong with Windows PCs? I'm used to using them. It's homework time. Okay, for all you keen students out there who've watched until the end of the video, just for this section, here is a little Japanese sentence for you, and I want you to change it into English. この日本語を英語にして、コメント欄のところに入れて、後でチェックしますよ。Okay, so here is ちょっとぐらい休憩してもいいんじゃない？ So try and put this into English using what's wrong. Okay, what was I going to say? Okay, the next video up is this one over here. It's about crazy. If you've not watched it yet, go and watch it right now. I'll see you over there.